Hello everybody and welcome back. In this video or this tutorial is video number 5 in the series of moderate beginners. In this video we'll learn how to do this part here and also get the top projection, the front projection, and a section of the in the middle here at section AA, so we can get what a section right side view. Okay, so to do that there are two ways of doing it. First, I need to lock myself to the front projection. If you look at the sketch here in the front projection, if I know how to do this sketch, it should be easy to do the work. So mainly just I can extrude it in different directions and get the shape. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lock myself to the front projection. So I'm going to start in the front projection. There are two ways also of doing it. Either I can start from top to bottom or bottom to top. Okay, so either I can start by the two concentric circles, 90 and 50, and then build on that, or I can start by rectangle by center, which is 150 by 40, and then I'm going to add to it all the curvature and so on, and then add the lines and the two circles. So which way you prefer, it's up to you, but for me personally I will go with the top part, which means I'm going to start by rectangle by center, 150 by 40, and put it exactly in the current axis and build on that. Without further ado, let's go to solid edge. Okay, this is the main menu, and what I'm going to do is I'm gonna click on new again, and then I need the part, so I'm gonna click on this one, asymmetric, since the dimensions are in millimeter, so I'm gonna click on asymmetric part. So click on this one and say okay. As I mentioned, I'm gonna start first by rectangle by center. So I'm gonna go to home, click on rectangle by center, and at the beginning don't put any dimension or anything, just click on one of the drawing tool. So I'm going to click on rectangle by center, so the menu will come. I'm going to put it in from the other screen. So here is the menu, and at the same time all the projection has been revealed. Okay, so first, before I put any dimensions, I'm going to lock myself to the front projection. Once I touch any line of the front projection, this is front projection, this is the top projection, and this is the right projection. So I'm going to touch any line in the front projection and click on the lock. Once I click on the lock, you see the lock is posted on the upper right corner. Now after I do that, I'm locked already, so now I can start putting the dimension. So we said that the length or the width is 150 and the height is 40 and the angle is 0. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the cube, click on the front projection to get that front, and take the rectangle and touch the center. Once you see the center of the coordinates the center becomes orange, so click on the orange. So this way. Okay, I got it. Now let's make sure that the dimensions are correct. So I'm gonna go home, get smart dimension, touch the edge here, and this should be 40. It is 40, and this should be 150. It is 150. I'm gonna use the roller to reduce the size so I can move it, and then also I'm gonna move it up. Okay, the next step is I need to make the circles. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go home, get circle by center, and this circle by center is gonna be 40, and come exactly at the center of the edge here and click. Go to the other edge at the center, click, so I can get the thing. Now I need to go home, use the trim, so I can get rid of the extra line. So there is extra line here in the inside here. and another extra line here. Now I need to put the circle in the center of the bigger circle. So I'll go home, circle by center, and the diameter is 16. Enter, and I'm gonna come exactly in the center here, and move slowly till I reach the center of the bigger circle. Once I see concentric, I'm gonna click. Touch the center and go horizontally. Once I see concentric, I'm gonna click. And I click it right because I see that the plus and the plus in the coordinate of the shape. Okay. I'm going to do the same also on the other side. So come to exactly in the middle and go horizontal till I see it with the concentric. Okay. So now let me fix that. So I'm going to do I'm going to go home, and you see the relationship concentric. Click on concentric, and I need this small circle to be concentric with the bigger circle. See, now they are concentric. Okay. All this, I'm sure it is concentric, but also just to be in the safe side. Next step is we need to do the circles 90 and 50. So the one in the bottom. So I'm going to go home, circle by center. The first circle is 90. I'm going to put 90. I'm going to touch the center here and go vertical. Once I see the line, the dotted line, you see the dotted line? Click. How do I know that it is done right along the vertical axis in the middle? You see this dotted line, red dotted line. It means it is done perfect. The other one is 50 instead of 90. So I'm going to put the second circle is 50. I'm going to touch the bigger circle to reveal the center. Once I come to the center, I see concentric. I'm going to click. Lock the dimension. So I'm going to go home, get smart dimension. Get the dimension of this, click on this one, so it should be 90, it is 90, and the other one here is 50. Let's get the other circle. This should be 20, radius 20, good, and the diameter here is 16. Let's make sure the other one here, 20 and 16. So I got all these are done. We'll proceed with the rest of the drawing. So we'll go home and get a line. I'm going to draw a tangent to the circle here to intersect with the top line here. Okay, so I'm going to click at any point near the center. So now it's moving with me. I'm going to go vertical. Once you see it is a vertical symbol, I'm going to click. Right click to get out. I will repeat the same side in the other side. So I'm going to click here to touch the circle and draw a line, vertical line. When I see vertical, I'm gonna click. Right click to get out. Now I'm gonna go to the trim or use trim to get rid of the extra line here and the extra line here. I need to draw the line, parallel line to this line. So I'm gonna get line again. I'm going to choose any point and then I correct it. I'm going to draw a vertical line. Once I see the symbol vertical, here it is. Once I see the symbol vertical, I'm going to click and home, trim, get rid of the extra line. Okay. Now, we need to make sure that the dimension here, or the spacing between the two lines, is 10 millimeters. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use X dimension, X distance between this line and this line. This should be 10. So I'm going to correct it to be 10. So I'm going to put 10. I need to draw the same line, but the other side. So how can I do it? I'm going to use the mirror, home, mirror, highlight this line, and click on the coordinate axis. So now you will create the mirror. So now I created exact mirror of the line. Okay, so now we're almost done with the shape. So now I'm gonna escape. I'm gonna just turn it around a little around bit and just turn it aside a little bit. I'm gonna try to do the extrusion. So I will start with the ribs here. So what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna get the go home, select, click in this area, and then put your finger on the shift key while you highlighted this one green. So put your finger on the shift key and click on this area here, inside this area, and inside this area, and inside this area. Now you remove your finger from the shift key and click on the arrow and this should be 32. So I'm going to put 32. I will repeat. I'm going to click on one of these sides here. So I'm going to use a go home and select the select arrow, click inside the shape here. So this becomes green. Put your finger on the shift key and click on this area here and this area and the back area here. Now you remove your finger from the shift key and click on the arrow here. So this should be plus. Add. Okay. So I'm going to click on the arrow and I want this one to be 12. So I'm going to put 12. So what's left is the two concentric circles. So I'm going to use the home, select the arrow, click inside the two circles. So this initiate the extrusion. So instead of plus on one, I'm going to use plus. I need plus. Click on the arrow. And I want this one to be extruded in one direction, 50. So I'm going to put 50. Enter. As you can see, I was able to finish the part by just concentrating on the on the front projection. Okay. Now, before I move forward, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to View, and under View, I'm going to use Color Manager. And for the part itself, I would like to have it made of chrome. So when I put it in a draft sheet, it will look fancy a little bit. Okay, so just if you like the look. So I'm going to expand this one and look for chrome and select chrome and say OK. See, now the part is made of chrome, and the next thing is to save the part. So we are done with the parts. Now this is time to save it. So save as. I'm going to go down till I see Moderate Beginner 5. So I believe this is the one, Moderate Beginner 5. Yeah. Okay, say save. So now now we need to draw. Okay, to finish the part, I need to draw the draft sheet. So the draft sheet, how to do the draft sheet? I'm gonna click on New, and under New Isometric, you have the menu. So I need to look for the draft. So I use ANSI metric draft. So this is the one. So I'm gonna highlight this one and say OK. So this will bring me the menu for the draft sheet. So now we have a new sheet. Double click on sheet 1 and under background. If it's not highlighted, highlight the background and then expand the sheet and choose sheet B sheet. Okay. When you choose B sheet, say OK. It will come smaller. So what you need to do is just you go to the fit command to make it fit. Now the next step is I go to View Wizard. Click onto View Wizard. Automatically it will take me where we saved the file. I can just go down till I see Moderate Beginner 5. Here it is. 27. Okay, that's good. So say okay, open. Where is the menu? Okay, here is the menu. Okay. I will start first by get the projection. So I'm going to say 1 to 2. So I get this is the front projection. This is the top projection. There is no need after that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get, this is isometric. I'm going to click it here, just escape. Where is escape? Here it is. Okay. Highlight this one so I can move it, and I'm going to put it somewhere here. Okay. Now I need to change the scale. I'm going to scale 1 to 1. So it becomes bigger. I'm going to make it like this. That's good enough. This is good enough. Okay. Okay. And also I'm going to choose shaded option. Let's say I'm going to see under shading option, click on the shading option and choose the last one, grayscale shaded with edges. Okay. And go back to the same drawing, right click on it and say update. Once we update it, it becomes shaded and it looks the very nice color of the chrome. The next step I need to do put the dimensions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one somewhere here. So I'm going to go home and start putting the dimension. But before I do the dimension, I need to do the section here. So how can I get the section? The section is to do the section, you need to do 2 steps. Identify the cutting plane and then do the section. So I'm going to click on cutting plane. Click on cutting plane. And then choose the cutting plane will be in this drawing here. And the way to do it is you start from the center here. I'm going to go along the center line. Once I see dashed line, it means that I'm in the right direction. Click. Now I click the beginning of the line and then click at the end. Once I see the line is vertical, I'm going to click again. So this way I got the section, the plane of the cutting plane. And I'm going to go to escape. Okay. You go back again to home. And you say what? Close cutting plane. Close cutting plane. Close cutting plane. Okay. So now because my mouse was to the right, is the arrow is the right. If you move to the left, the arrow will go to the left. So let's keep it to the right. And then what I'm going to do is just I'm going to go back here. Do it this way. Okay. Now we need to do what? I'm going to go here. Click on this one. You see, this is the section. Click on the section. Then it will create the section. Let me go to the home. Choose select so I can move the right section here. Move it down a little bit. Okay, sorry. And start putting the dimensions. So home, smart dimension. And under smart dimension, I'm going to use a scale 2. So this should be the 12. It is 12. Okay, here is 12. Okay. And then from this edge here to the edge here, that should be the 32. Good. And from the edge here to this edge here, this should be the 50. So I got this dimension correct. Let me get this one. This is the 12. Good. This line here to this line. This is the 20. Good. And this the 50. Okay. Good. Let's do this one here. So this radius is 20. And this the diameter here is 16. Okay. And from this center to this center, click to this one. It's a 90. Okay. And then the circle here is 90. And the other circle is 50. Very good. Okay. And this one is from this line of this edge to this edge is the 10. Okay, we put it the 10. You can put it somewhere here. That's good enough. Okay. And from the center here to the center here, this should be the 150. Now I need to put the title. So how to put the title? I'm gonna go back again to home, and under text, select the text. This is the text, and I'm gonna use a font 1.75 bold, and I can type it any place I want, and then I can move it. So I'm gonna type it somewhere here. I'm gonna type moderate beginners. Number 5. Good. So I'm gonna go to the home and choose select the arrow, highlight this one. Once I grab it as the plus sign, I'm gonna grab it and just move it to be exactly in this location. Okay. What else? Oh, the next step is I would like to show you how to change the title here. To change the title here, you have to go File. Okay, let me save the file by period. So I'm going to say Save As, and automatically it will name it the right name we use for the part. So it's going to be Save. So I'm going to say Save. Say Yes. Okay. Override the old version we have. Okay. Now I need to change the title here. Instead of Solid Edge, I want to put my name, the YouTube channel name. So like the design engineers. How can I change this one here, template? So I can go File, and under File, under Setting, click on Setting. You see Sheet Setup. Under Sheet Setup here, it allows you to change the background. So I'm going to click on this one, and it says Sheet B. Yes, because this is the one I'm using. Okay. So Sheet B. Okay. So now I need to go back to View. Say View here. Say OK. View. And say Background here. Click on the back, highlight the background, or make it active. So once you make it active, you will see that all the sheets will be listed. Sheet A, B, C, and D. So I'm going to click on Sheet B. If you look at Sheet B, it doesn't have anything, just because okay, this is the template. Okay, now we need to change the template. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back here, highlight this one, and change it to be what the design engineer. The design engineer, just click, enter. Okay, so click OK. So now we change the title. Now I need to get, somebody asked me about how can I get rid of these envelopes. So just you highlight it, because we are in the background. You highlight it and just you delete it. Highlight this one too, and delete it. Highlight this one and delete it. Okay. Now there is no need now to work with the background, so I'm going to say View, click on View, and once you just turn the background off, click on off, so all the sheets will disappear, and it came back to the original one. Okay, the one we are working with. Okay, so this. First, I would like to thank you for watching the video, and I would love to hear your feedback. And if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and give it a thumb up. Have a wonderful day, and see you soon on another video. Bye-bye.